Oh my goodness. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I have missed y'all so much. You have no idea. I did not take a break because of y'all. I don't know. Maybe I somehow knew that the world was going to get even crazier because when I decided to take a break at the end of June, it was just like political stuff getting in my feed. And I don't follow political stuff. I don't look at that stuff. There's no reason it should be on my algorithm. And it was just showing up and it was just cruel and it was getting in the Facebook group and it was just becoming really heavy. As soon as I took a break, I mean, the terrible floods in Central Texas and Kerrville, Texas happened. And as y'all know, I've shared with y'all, our family is about 3 hours away from the Texas Hill Country. We have made that our vacation for every Labor Day with some friends for about the last 10 years. So it's near and dear to our hearts. It was just horrific. So I was so thankful I was off social media at that time. Then just, other like terrible stuff going on in the world. But anyways, I didn't want bad stuff in the world to stop us from having the fun that we have always had, just chatting about everything, reality TV, documentaries, celebrities, the housewives, all the things. I can honestly say, because I know y'all are going to ask, I definitely want to chat Real Housewives of Orange County with y'all. I have watched one episode of the Posh Spice Victoria Beckham documentary so far. I'll finish the rest soon. I'm quite behind on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but I'm definitely watching 90 Day Fiancés because there's so many. What else? TMZ, I watch daily or when I can. Still listen to Andy Cohen live. Love that John Hill lives in New York now. I've started committing to the John Hill show because it's only once a week on Tuesdays. I have not had the desire to listen to Jeff Lewis live. So maybe that desire will come back. It's just not been there the last few months. So y'all can talk it. Y'all can chat our opinions. Y'all can tell me a story. As always, you can choose to come on live. At the very top, I don't know. Let me see. I'm still remembering how to do all this. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. Anyways, I think on the scroll down at the bottom is the link you can copy and paste to request to come on. And it's kind of like coming on in a YouTube live. Yes, I started Wife Swap. Yes. Anyways, and we can chat anything you want or ask any questions. I will update you on my weight loss journey. I'm still on the weight loss shot and it's going really well. But I will leave it open for obviously y'all to chat and comment, say hello to each other. I know we've all missed each other. I have so missed y'all. I really have. I don't know the schedule yet. I'm trying to see what works to go live. I would like to be consistent because I know it's hard to remember what everything is going to be, but I will always update on my YouTube and Instagram what time it'll be. And once I get into a schedule, then I will change the info on all my things. So, but I will leave time at the end if anyone has questions, either in the comments right there, post a comment, or you can copy and paste that link that's going to come. Use this link to come on live with me. And you don't have to put your video on. We would love to see you, but you could put your phone, to the window or the ceiling, whatever, and come on audio if you want to ask a question or comment at the very end. So thank you. Y'all are ASU Fly Girl just said, go slow, figure out your flow for sure. Thank you. Y'all have been so nice. I am so not caught up on messages. Instagram messages are the easiest for me to get. I don't think YouTube has messages per se. TikTok, I think their messages are kind of hard to get. Facebook, I think the messages are a little bit hard to get. So Instagram is the best way to reach me. I'm on social media everywhere at Sarah from Texas Podcast. My podcast is up everywhere you get podcasts at Sarah from Texas Podcast. Yes, thank you, Charlie Charles. Hit the thumbs up button. It helps her algorithm. Make sure you comment, hit the thumbs up, subscribe on YouTube, follow me on all the platforms everywhere at Sarah from Texas Podcast. Hit a 5-star rating and review anywhere you listen to the podcast. I would really appreciate it. It really does help, and I appreciate it. But I've just missed y'all so much. And I thank you for all the super kind messages. It's not about me. It's about us. Like, we have this thing. Like, we have each other to chat, to be sad, to cheer each other up, to say our opinions in a safe space, to have fun. Life is short. So thank you so much for giving me the space to take a social media break. I really, really enjoyed it. It was nice to just, I would get my news from Andy Cohen. Like, I learned from him about Wendy Osefo and her husband. Why is he not wanting to talk about that? Why is he protecting her? Why didn't they bring cameras up? What else? I feel like, I was listening to him and learned that he was going to be on Jeff Lewis. So then I did listen to the Jeff Lewis interview with Andy Cohen on it when they were in New York recently. Yeah, New York. Maybe Jeff was there. I don't know. Jeff was there for the 10-year reunion thing, the 10-year party. Anyway, so it's weird to get my news from that. But I will be limiting my time on social media a little bit more. I mean, I love the Bravo and Cocktails account so much, but boy, they post a lot. So even though I only follow like 36 people on Instagram, they post a lot. So I just have to figure out how much time I have and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, wait, what? Oh my gosh, y'all are giving me some. Kylo says, what do you think about Sheana basically blowing up her chance on the Valley because of things she revealed in the book? Ooh, I don't know. Oh my God, I love that, Cecile. I love that you stayed in contact with other Chumpettes. I haven't heard about the Sheana thing, but Sheana is so, she just plays the reality TV game because she's been in it so long. You know what I mean? So that kind of makes me, I don't really want her on the Valley. I do know that she admitted that Brock had cheated on her during their marriage. I did hear that somewhere. And lots of y'all have asked what I think about Kelly Dodd. Okay, so I had not heard this. That I guess she's on the outs with her daughter Jolie and her mom and her brother Eric. It's not the first time she's been on the outs with Jolie. It's not the first time she's been on the outs with her mom and her brother Eric and made it very public. So I'm not speaking about anything that she hasn't made public herself. My thoughts on Kelly Dodd being on the outs with her daughter and her mom and her brother. I'm not shocked. I was scrolling TikTok and did see a video that she had posted ramming her ex-husband Michael and his wife, and like the fact that his wife didn't finish college, the fact that he's renting a house and that she has 3 kids. I was just like, what was this point? I didn't even finish the video, but I was like, whatever, it's Kelly Dodd. I think it's awful. I mean, her daughter Jolie is like 19, right? Last I heard, she goes to college at University of Paris or American University in Paris or something like that. And, Kelly was bitching about, that her husband doesn't pay for most of it. I don't know. I don't know the rules on that. I've often said I side with when a couple gets a divorce and whichever one, the husband or wife or whichever person makes substantially less money, I think it should be put in there about them paying for college. I've always said that. I don't know why that doesn't happen. It pisses me off because if they were still married and the plan was, not every parents agree whether they have the money or not to pay for their kids' college, but if they had always agreed that they were going to pay for their kids' college and one person makes less money substantially or doesn't make any money, they're a stay-at-home parent, then that should still be paid either in full or half or whatever. but divorce is a tricky thing, I suppose. And I don't know if Michael is paying for Jolie's college. I don't know if is Jolie, someone tell me, is Jolie in touch with her dad? Like, is she talking to her dad? Is she talking to her grandma? Is she talking to Uncle Eric? Like, whoa. Oh my God. Thank you for the update, Charles. Who said this? Like, is this rumor, or did Kelly admit this? Did Jolie go on Instagram and admit this? Charlie says that Kelly chased Jolie with a knife and she went to live with her dad. The last I remember was that Jolie was not going to help Kelly and Rick move out. She had bought a ticket early and went back to college early. So Kelly was upset about that. And I think they didn't talk for a while. So I remembered that, but I don't know. Dolly Girl says Kelly denies the knife thing. But wasn't there a story about her pushing her mom down the stairs also? I mean, is there a history of physical shenanigans, if you will? Not in relation to Sheana. Wow. So I don't know. I did see on my Instagram feed that, because I'm back on social media and looking more now, that Kelly Dodd and Rick were on Jeff Lewis, maybe Friday. It was the last picture. So I don't know if they talked about that. I saw a video on TikTok that I guess Andy still makes, that where Jeff was talking about MJ filing for divorce from Tommy. And Jeff was basically saying on radio, I guess, that all the chumps know all this and they agree that MJ should be filing for like full custody and maybe only get partial whatever with Shams. I don't know. I listen to their podcast every once in a while. I always heard that Tommy was very hands-on with Shams. Obviously somebody has to be hands-on. They admittedly don't have like nannies and housekeepers and all that kind of thing, or that's what MJ has said, and she's done several reality TV shows. She's, realtor, all these things. So somebody's taking care of him and taking him to the school. So I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not shocked. I mean, clearly she had made some digs at Tommy publicly, which I always think is 1,000 times worse than just a private dig, like a fight at your house. So I don't think any of us are shocked. I don't know what's going on though in regards to their son and why she wants full custody. Yeah, I thought so too. Patrice says, I thought Tommy was the main caregiver for Shams, who's now like 6 years old. I guess he's like in first grade-ish. Yes, Kylo says, I felt bad hearing about MJ, but a lot of us expected the announcement. And I hadn't heard anything recently because, like I said, I had not listened to Jeff. It's almost like as soon. So when I was teaching, on my drive home in Texas, the 5 p.m. is the replay for Jeff Lewis Live. So my drive home was very short, but sometimes I would hear the replay of Jeff Lewis. I didn't know the app back then. Remember, I didn't even know how to get the SiriusXM app. I didn't know how to listen on demand or listen live if I wasn't in my car. I only knew how to listen in my car. So when I quit teaching to stay home again in the fall of 2021, August, I immediately figured out the app and I started listening to Jeff Lewis Live every day when it was 1 hour. And then the next summer in June 2022 is when I all of a sudden wanted to go Instagram Live and chat with y'all about the Hollywood House Lift season 1 premiere party that I'd gotten to attend. And then from there, it became like 5 to 6 days a week and a live and a fan account and a podcast and, all the things. And there we were, all the ups and downs that we've all been on with that. And yeah, I agree. So Fave Star says, did MJ just wait to be filming so she can now have a storyline? Now she'll drag Tommy. So is Shah's filming? Is Flipping Out 2.0 coming? I do agree with Jeff that the title should be Flipping Out. I definitely agree. Don't F with that brand of Flipping Out. that will remind people of Jeff Lewis if they haven't known all these years that he's got a radio show, people that didn't know that he went on to have Hollywood House Flip for 2 seasons, flipping out and just coming back with a new cast of characters is definitely the way to go. I definitely agree with Jeff on that whenever I heard him talk to Andy Cohen about that. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, when is Jeff going to film? Like, I'm so I mean, as much as I don't have the desire right now to listen to Jeff Lewis, I mean, he's insanely amazing. I mean, the people, his quackiness, his mean-spiritedness, his kindness, his loyalty to the Chumps, his excitement over Labubu's, his hatred of Gage and Scott, his love of Monroe and being a more hands-on dad. I mean, all of those things that makes Jeff Lewis, and the people that he keeps around him are TV gold. I don't know why it's taken so long. I guess he said to Andy Cohen that it's still the holdup of being able to film with SiriusXM, which doesn't make sense to me. They're all in cahoots together. It's like if who else? John Mayer, whatever his name. If John Mayer was doing a documentary, he's got a John Mayer channel on SiriusXM. Would SiriusXM not allow him to film at SiriusXM? Like, why is SiriusXM holding back a Flipping Out 2.0? Like, or whatever they call it, season 12, whatever they start with. But it doesn't even sound like Jeff is filming yet. So I'm kind of out of the loop on if Shahs really started filming. Are they done? When will Shahs of Sunset start again? Will it air? Did they miss their boat? Or are people going to be just as excited like people were for Real Housewives of Miami that took a long break? You know what I mean? He's waiting to move to the new house until filming. Is Jeff seriously not in the new house yet? Wait, what? Is he really not? What the hell? It's November 3rd. So he ended up buying the house he was renting for all that time, which makes sense. Jeff is always going to make sense financially, but he was redoing the house in Hancock Park. I cannot believe he's not moved in. Has he gotten rid of that damn mural? Like, there's no way. Didn't Monroe just turn 9? Like, she is not going to want mermaids on her wall at 9 years old. Mermaids from freaking 3 years ago. He's talking moving in the new year. Jeez Louise, that's so crazy. He's ready to make changes, including Monroe's mural. What's the holdup, though? I mean, financially, maybe it's not a good time to sell the house that he was renting, because he's always going to make good. I mean, I love Jeff's business mind for sure. It's in the can. AUS, not sure when Shahs will air. Jeff's been filming secretly for months here and there. Wait, what? For real? Okay, the house he's running. Okay. Well, thank y'all for keeping me up to date. Y'all are amazing. Under construction for 3 years. That's insane. So insane that he hasn't moved in there yet. Crazy. Anyways, well, let me know what you're watching, what you're listening to. I will update you on my foot real quick. So in May, mid-May, I kind of had emergency bunion surgery. I had planned on waiting to do it till the week after Labor Day because our families go away for Labor Day. And I thought I could wait that long. My foot got angry. The bunion got angry on the left foot. I couldn't walk for exercise. I couldn't do lunges in body pump. I was terrified that it was going to hurt again because it just that, whatever the bunion is, the big bone. Ugh. And my mucus cyst is back. Like, it popped on its own. And so the doctor canceled the surgery in June or July, whenever it was, and it's back. anyways, and the recovery went great. I wore high heels to an event last week and it was painful. I'm not used to whatever, but heels are just pain for me anyways. But I'm back to walking for exercise. I'm back to body pump 2 or 3 times a week. The weather has been beautiful. It is sunny and clear skies all weekend. It was great. And I love walking. I love listening to, Andy Cohen whenever I walk. And, yes, this is for real. Bree says, like, is this for real? It's for real. I'm back. Missed y'all so much. And, so the other foot, my right foot, is actually worse medically, but my foot surgeon won't do surgery on that foot until it starts hurting, which is great because it's not been hurting. So I hope to never have surgery on my right bunion. So anyways, the weight loss. Okay. So in January, I started the weight loss medicine. At first I did a month of the, Wegovy, whatever it's called, the brand name one. Paid like $1,600 out of pocket. And I thought, well, we'll meet our max and then it'll make sense. It never really made sense. I just pay that much for the Wegovy. Plus that's the semaglutide. I had side effects of that with a super fast heartbeat and headaches. So then I switched to Mochi Health and did the tirzepatide, which is different than semaglutide. It's the two drugs that interact together. And a lot of people have better results with tirzepatide, and a lot of people have less side effects on tirzepatide. Something about the way it processes the GLP-1s or whatever in your gut. Something about that. 0 side effects on tirzepatide. So I started that end of January, or I did Wegovy. February, I think I started tirzepatide. I was at 205 pounds. I'd gained a lot of weight in 2024. If you've been with me for the 3 years that I've been doing, 3.5 years, whatever, that I've been doing this Instagram account, fan account, whatever you call it, I've gone up and down about 40 pounds, so if I don't gain 5 pounds, I gain 40 and then I lose 40. So right now I'm down to about 55 pounds. I'm about 153. And I'm 5'7". For me, that's a little bit lower than I usually am. Over the years, since having 5 kids, I've stayed steady around 170 to 160, 157-ish. So I'm back fitting in clothes that I've already had, which is nice. No need to buy new clothes because I already had clothes that I fit into. They were just snug. So I feel great. I never went up on my thing. My husband, since it's the compounded through Mochi, it's not just an easy poke like the Wegovy was. That was super easy, but it costs so damn much. And, I love that, Cecile. And, so my husband like dials up the medicine, blah, blah, blah. He injects me every Thursday. And I've been doing half doses because I'd gotten over the summer. I think over the summer, it's so hot. I mean, in Houston, it's so hot. I don't tend to eat as much in the summer. I think I tend to eat more in the winter. And, that's naturally, biologically how we like store up the fats and whatever for our body, genetically and what have you. And I wasn't eating enough. I was like, it's ridiculous. I'm trying to go out to dinner with my family. And I was just sitting there, going out to dinner with friends and just sitting there. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like nothing sounds good. I wasn't sick. None of that, no side effects at all. Thank goodness, but just not enough appetite. Whereas in February to May, it was fine. It was like a good mix of like, okay, I'm able to eat less. I'm not hyper focused on chocolate. I'm not eating tons, which I have lately with the Halloween candy. It's just this thing that magically, it's these GLP-1s, y'all, they are magic, literally. Makes me feel full longer. And it also makes me just not wake up or 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, all the time. Think about what am I going to eat? What am I going to eat? So it's been a game changer for me. My cholesterol is down, which was the biggest thing. My plantar fasciitis on my feet is gone, which is the big thing when I gain weight. It's supposed to do all this other stuff, help with, uh, I don't know, all this other, I mean, obviously getting my cholesterol down and getting plantar fasciitis to go away in my feet is huge. That was my big goals. But obviously, I mean, I'm not unhappy to have lost 50, 55 pounds because I feel so much better. I'm able to move better. I look better in my clothes. I'm fitting in my jeans that I've had for a couple of years. And, I can, I just feel better. And, I've always loved working. So I'm working out. So working out has been the staple since I was like 15. And I've always kind of gone in and out of eating healthy. But as I got older, y'all, I'm 52. As I got older, it's like a switch went off and I was like, oh my God, I'm doing body pump. I'm walking. Think I'm eating normal, but I do think I was eating more than I ever suspected I was. So ultimately, this the weight loss shot just makes you eat less. But for me, I didn't want to eat so little that I had no energy, I do think whenever I wash my hair, I do think I'm losing more hair. See, a little hair just came out. So I need to up my protein again. I need to, over the summer, I kind of died out from focusing on my protein to hyper focus on that and focused on my water intake. I just got busy and wasn't drinking the water that I need to because you have to stop and pee all the dang time. And I was like, oh my God, it's just too busy. But I need to get back on that for sure. But I don't know. I'm doing the half dose. So I never went up on the thing. The 2.5 or whatever my thing was called, 2.2 or 2.5. It just depends on what it was through Mochi. And then now I'm doing just the half. So, I quit paying for it because I had 2 or 3 months saved up because I was half dosing. So I think I'll have to buy it again soon. But anyways, so if you have any questions about the weight loss shot, ask away. It's been a game changer for me. And I know like Andy Cohen talked about micro dosing it. He had like 25 pounds to lose. I had way more than 25 pounds. I wanted to lose 45 to 50 pounds. And like I said, I'm hovering at about 50, 53, 55 pounds weight loss and don't want to lose anymore. I've been there for a couple, month or two. I don't know. I have to check to how long. I watch it on my, or I track it on my old Fitbit app. I don't know when the last time this morning I was 153. So I don't know when I was that last time. Usually at like, when I look at when like BravoCon and such, I was like 157, 159, 155, just kind of depends. So, I don't know. Mel says, do you think you'd gain the weight back if you stop? I'm afraid I'd need it forever. In theory, it is supposed to be a medicine that you use forever. Like my husband is on cholesterol medicine. He cannot go off of it. So in theory, it's supposed to be a medicine that you need forever. I mean, so we do our shot. I do my shot on Thursday. I don't notice, like some people have talked about, where like on Tuesday or Wednesday, you're like starting to get the hunger thing again. Mine is kind of even kill. It really is. Like I feel the same about food. I think I feel the same about food on Thursday night when I take the shot versus Tuesday night, Wednesday night when it's getting close to needing to take the other shot. So I love that, Margaret. You're on it. I was your inspiration. You've lost 47 pounds since April. Thank you. You're the one that did it. You're the one that took control of your health. So pat yourself on the back, girlfriend. I'm so proud of you. I am not going to BravoCon. This is the thing. I've been twice, had a fantastic time. I am all about the fan fun more than the housewives fun. But it's just when they took the break last year, I think I just lost enthusiasm. That whole Miami thing, the way they raised the prices just seems ridiculous. I don't know. I just don't have the excitement for BravoCon like I used to. Just like I'm not even sad that I'm not going. But when the tickets went on sale in the spring, I didn't even try to buy one. But I heard people sold out in seconds. So I don't know. Smiling, are we still Chumpets? I think so. I mean, that was our name. Pina came up with that name. Shout out Pina. like, mini chumpettes, mini chumpettes. So, it is what it is, right? And I can change my mind at any moment. I can start listening to Jeff Lewis live again. I don't know. Maybe when his TV show comes out, just 2 hours is a lot of time. And I got to figure out, I missed y'all. I missed chatting with y'all. Y'all missed each other. We have a great space here to chat openly, respectfully. You can be Team Gretchen. Someone else can be Team Tamara, and we can all talk about it, together. Oh, Billy says, I screwed up and lost too much weight too fast. I wasn't really losing weight fast. I swear my face looks 10 years older. I mean, I don't have any makeup on. I don't do Botox or anything. So, when people say my face is thin, I definitely think people tend to lose weight in their face and the whatever quickly. They say with the losing weight, you lose it like your face and your shoulders, arms, and it kind of goes down. So I don't know. Fave Star, the name Chumps has become mean, especially when Jeff says we'll buy everything he sells. It feels like he calls the fans dumb, but Chumps do buy everything they sell. So he's not wrong in that, because people message me, what's that bra that Shannon talks about? Whatever. Yeah, Bridget. Hey, Bridget says, I agree with you about BravoCon. I have zero interest in that or in Chumpmas. I did hear that Chumpmas is coming back. Gosh, it's probably soon. Today's November 3rd. I don't know. It's probably soon. Christmas time-ish, I guess. I loved Chumpmas though. I had such a good time, but that was all because of the fans and the friends that I met and hung out with. I mean, that was our memories. You know what I mean? Like by then I'd met Jeff so many times, it's the fans, it's y'all that I wanted to hang out with. You know what I mean? So anyways, okay. Let's chat OC. And I will leave time. It's 32 minutes into it now. If you're listening as a podcast, thank you so much. Make sure you go up to the upper 3 buttons on where you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, wherever, and hit the button that says follow the show. That way you will get notified whenever I post because I don't know how consistent I'm going to be when I'm figuring out the days and times that work for us. I hope to get to a consistent days and time, maybe, but I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what works for us now, for right now. But it'll always go up as a replay on YouTube immediately, and it'll always go up as a podcast immediately too. I did finish Real Housewives of Orange County last night. I can't believe it was episode 17. Like, it seems like it just started. I thought the season was good. It's weird how they just kind of had Katie disappear. And she wasn't even, I assumed she'd be in the season finale. That bitch was nowhere to be found. They didn't even talk about her, which makes me happy because I know that her ego is like crushed. And I'm happy for that. But this whole nonsense. Okay. I thought the trip was great. I thought Amsterdam was lighthearted. It was fun. I liked, Heather, like smoking pot, taking gummies, weed, whatever she was taking, mushrooms, whatever. Her and Emily, not her and Emily, her and Gina and Shannon, that was fun. That was fun. Very sweet that Heather, put her dad's ashes in the canal outside of his home in Amsterdam. That was very sweet. But Emily and Gina, very disappointed. I have met them both, and I think they're nice, like girls. I don't know if they were just selling out. Everyone on OC, maybe except for Gretchen, has had ups and downs in their weight and talked about it for sure. Shannon talks about Spanx. She talks about doubling up on Spanx. We've seen when she's in her confessionals or on Watch What Happens Live and she's sitting there because she's got too much Spanx on. You can see the bulge, whatever. We all see that. It's just her trying to deal with looking, better in the Spanx or feeling more confident or whatever. I thought it was very mean-spirited for them to joke about her and her weight and like the can of biscuits and butted up like a sausage thing or whatever it was. Considering they both talked about their weight struggles, or at least Emily has for sure. You know, I was glad, I guess, that Gretchen told Shannon about it. But I thought they totally dismissed it. And they were like, if I upset you, no. Anyone talking about somebody and laughing, saying they're never going to get a date and they look like a package of biscuits that's going to pop out. And I mean, that's just rude. We can all see when somebody is wearing Spanx, and it's, we can all see things. I don't know that we have to say everything out loud. Does that make sense? Let me know if you think Gina and Emily got off too easy, because I think when they started saying, oh, but started off because we were talking about how funny you are and we have so much fun with you. I'm like, even that, they're kind of lightheartedly making fun of Shannon. They make fun that her hair's a mess, that she's not dressed till 10 minutes. She runs late to everything. The tag was out on her skirt. They're making fun of that. She's kind of like the laughing stock. And, it's hard. I mean, she's, gone through a lot due to her own whatevers. So I'm not making excuses for that, even though she's my birthday twin. She's a March 24 girl, just like me and Jeff Lewis. And so I love Shannon. But I think Emily and Gina got off light on that. Cecile says, mean old hags. Yeah. Smilene says, Gina is rude. Emily is loud. See, I thought Emily was being rude about the look of it too. You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay. Are you just talking about OC? I'm assuming. Fave Star says they're not friends. They're only on TV to make money. Tamara's just there to collect her paycheck and that's it. I think other housewives shows like Beverly Hills, those people aren't friends. Which I get it, no telling how big these lots are in LA or Beverly Hills, wherever they are. But, who was it? Oh God, I forgot her name. She's already off the show. She lived down the street from, what's her face? Kyle Richards. And Kyle Richards didn't even know her. She's like, oh, she lives down the street. Like, these people aren't friends. They talk about when the cameras go down. They don't talk. They don't go to lunch. They don't know their kids' names. These aren't friends. It's not like Orange County in the beginning where, Vicki Gunvalson was working out of her home office and the Lori was her assistant. And so that was, organic on there, or flipping out how all those people were organically in Jeff Lewis's life. They didn't put those people in their life. Real Housewives of New York City, even if they weren't friends, they knew each other 15 years before. Like, our kids went to preschool together. We run in the same circles. We see each other at the galas. We see each other at these, you know what I mean? You're so sweet. Oh my God, you're so sweet. Oh, medicated. Ooh. Mara McFadden says, did you see the OC trailer for the reunion? Tamara is definitely medicated. I mean, I don't think they should be medicated for the reunion. I mean, if they take medicine daily, then I get it. But I think they need to be fully feeling all the emotions that they normally would of a reunion. Like, I think that's part of us getting our money's worth out of the reunion. You know what I mean? I don't think they should be like Xanaxing themselves down or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. But if they need it, then I guess great. But yeah, if they're just sitting there not responding because they're medicated, then I don't think that's a true reunion. And that's kind of not fair to them. You know what I mean? I missed y'all too. Thank you so much. I truly, truly, truly missed y'all. I truly care. I know so many of you reached out to me that is like, I've never messaged you. I was a silent watcher. I never commented, but I loved your podcast. I watched I cooked dinner with you. I drank my coffee with you. My husband new, don't bother me during the Sarah from Texas time. I mean, y'all are so sweet, but there's so many of you that I do message with often. I know your kids' names, your grandkids' names. You send me pictures. I know your dogs. I know when your moms pass away. I know when you're going through a divorce. I know your favorite TV shows. I know when you don't agree with me on something. We know each other, and we know each other here. And I didn't want that to end just because the world got a little dark. You know what I mean? It's not fair to us. So we're back, y'all. We're back. Okay, after that on OC, on the finale, then the whole thing, cameras go back up a week later, and all this nonsense comes out about Tamra sharing all the details of the season with somebody. Does anyone know? So I've been off social media, but I'm sure, is Michael Riley on? Does Michael Riley have any scoop to share? I don't know. Is he on? I don't think there's a way for me to look, and maybe there is. I don't think I can see who all's on. Like Instagram, you can scroll down and look, but anyways, he better be back soon. I love Michael Riley. So at the end of it, they pick up cameras. What is this account? That is, oh my God, Louise, girl, I needed to hear that in June. When the world is dark is when we need each other the most. You are right. I was wrong. I was wrong for retreating when the world got dark. That's so true. So true. I was wrong. I was wrong. But thank you all for letting me take a break. So when the cameras come up, you know, this account, what is the account? Does anyone know? The thing is, especially with Salt Lake City, with OC, Beverly Hills, even years ago, it got that way with the whole dog puppy gate, blah, blah, blah. You know, the podcasters, the fan accounts do have relationships. Like I have, you know, friendly relationships on DM with some of them, but don't ask for information, or I don't spread information if I were to get it. But these fan accounts and podcasts do get in the mix of the shows, and they do affect things, and they do know who they can tell stuff to anonymously, and it's going to get out. Also, the podcasters love it because they're the ones with the scoop, and it helps their account. So whatever, I totally believe that Tamra probably was doing that. Why? I don't know, because I mean, she threatened to quit twice during this season. She's been fired before. I don't know, but it did seem, and I know this is their job. I just don't want to see it that way. I don't want to think of this as Shannon's sole income, but it is. When they're like, they're ruining our season, you know, by spilling all this stuff. Well, I wasn't seeing it because I was off social media, but I also try not to. I don't even like trailers. I don't want to learn stuff before. That was the one nice thing, was when I did learn about drama, it was from Andy Cohen Live. And so it was already out there and he was talking about it, or a viewer would call in or write a letter to him talking about it. So it's kind of nice that I wasn't seeing all the whatever, because I don't know that I want to know all the stuff. I know that there's accounts that's their deal, and and it might be true, it might not be true, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I thought they were all completely wrong. Okay, and I do not want this to be political, because I made a video last night talking about the Team Shannon, or Team Gretchen, or Team Tamra thing, in the whole homophobic thing in her liking posts, because you can go and like something on Instagram and then hit the unlike button or hit it again and it disappears. I have liked stuff that then I read it, or I read it a second time, I'm like, ew. I'm liking it to acknowledge that somebody made a comment on my post, and just acknowledging it, because I know that I got all wet and tingly down there when Bethany Frankel years ago liked a comment of mine. And then I said, oh my God, I don't even know if this is her or whatever. And then she commented, she was like, oh, it's me. I don't have social media people. This is a long time ago. Now Bethany has told me she does have some social media people, but she also does her account because we've DM'd about that when she unblocked me. Yeah, she said, my team probably blocked you. They probably saw something. I'm like, girl, I'm talking about your dumb YouTube show. So you should be happy that somebody's talking about your dumb YouTube show. Anyways, I digress. I love Bethany Frankel. I really do. But I don't know. I don't know why Gretchen didn't defend herself. I don't know why she wasn't pissed off. I don't know if she was just confused and dumbfounded. She is very much a social media girl. Like that's how she makes money. She has, what do you call it? She gets sales stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? Like she knows social media. She understands liking a post. Sometimes I'll like a comment, then I'm like, oh, that's nice. Oh, but that's really mean. Oh, no, that's really political. If you talk about MAGA, if you get mean, I'm gonna take that button back and I'm gonna hit the heart again and unlike it. But if somebody took a picture, oh, Sarah from Texas liked this, she agrees. No, sometimes as a fan account with a YouTube and a TikTok and an Instagram and a Facebook and sometimes you are just like, just to kind of acknowledge you're happy that somebody engaged with your content. Because I'm a fan too. That's all I am as a fan. So I'm like thrilled that we're chatting about something. But if she was following these homophobic or negative accounts, well, that's huge. Like, don't follow someone if they're a negative account and you don't agree with their content. Now, some people you can agree with or you can like their content for, say, celebrity news, but then they get political and you don't agree with that part, but you know what I mean? It gets a little bit tricky, but she just kind of had this catatonic, like she had no reaction. She wasn't upset. Clearly, Heather Dubrow has 4 children of all different everything, the gamut. And her heart is very near and dear to the queer children that attempt suicide. I think she said every 45 seconds or something. If that doesn't touch anyone's heart, no matter your feelings on it, I mean, Jesus, what are we doing if a suicide attempt from anyone doesn't touch your heart? But the fact that they were like, you're not on this bus, we ordered you a different car. And I'm like, okay, what are we in 7th grade? And then I think they felt bad. They were like, whatever. So, but why did nothing get said about the clip they showed of Tamra when Slimy Slade, brought up that she had that Tamra years ago had made a homophobic slur about him on TV, on camera, about him wearing white flip-flops, like that. Why did that just kind of get all swept under the bus? Like it was crazy. Thank you, Randy. That's sweet. All is right in the world. Sarah's back. We're back. I'm not back. We're back, y'all. We are back. We are back. So stay tuned. I don't know what days I'll go live. I don't know what time. I will try to settle in on something consistent, but I'll always post what it's going to be. It might be morning. It might be afternoon. Probably won't be evenings, but anyways, I just got to see what works for us for sure. But it'll be up on YouTube and then everywhere as a podcast. It's Sarah from Texas podcast. TT says she was so happy. Tamara was so happy at the dinner when the ladies jumped on Gretchen. Well, of course. Where's Luna? Luna's right there. She was on the couch, but now she's not. She's laying on her bed right in front of me. Looney. Oh, everyone says hi, Looney. Looney. Everyone says hi. She just laying there. Her stomach was growling earlier. I'm like, ooh, she sounded like she had diarrhea. It was gross. Thank you, Livy. Yes, Luna Boona Tuna. She was a hot dog for Halloween. And is that your stomach again? Ooh. Anyways, we have about 10 minutes left. I'm going to try to keep it to about an hour, as we always do. Although I know we could chat forever. if anyone wants to come on, I think you can hit a button. Do y'all see a button that says like, come on? If not, down there, right there, copy and paste that StreamYard thing, put it into another whatever, and I think it'll let you come on and ask a question or a comment. I don't talk much about my kids, but they are all doing well. Patrice said, how's your daughter's new job? It's fantastic. She's already hit her year goal. She's in like sales of sorts, like software sales. And she's already hit her goal for the year, of course. So she's doing fantastic. Another one will graduate. So I'll have 2 college graduates this year. One graduated in May and one will graduate in December with her master's. And she's already taken all 4 of her CPA exams and passed them all. And she starts that job next year. So she got this job at a big 4, as they call it, whatever. And before she even, a year before she even graduated. But it doesn't start until next year, 2026. So she's doing some other thing in the meantime while she's still finishing up 2 graduate classes and grad school classes, but she's taken all 4 of her CPA exams. And I think you have to, before she's officially called a CPA, I think you have to work under a CPA for a year. So I think that'll happen whenever she starts with her big 4, whatever that's called, her big group, her big thing. So anyways, you will have to drop the StreamYard link in the chat. Okay, I can't even remember how to do all this stuff. Let me see. Invite guest. Okay, here it is. If anybody wants to come on, I would love that. I'm trying to drop it in the comments. I mean, what the hell? Post, invite guest, copied, paste. Okay, there it is in the comments also, right there at 1:51. So 51 minutes into it. The link is different every day. So just because you see a link there, if we come on in a couple of days, that link is different. So I always put the new one. Hey, Hamilton. What else did y'all want to talk about? My gosh, the Victoria Beckham documentary the other night. So I heard that interview. Again, I've been listening to Andy Cohen. I heard him and John interview Victoria Beckham. I remembered, I'll get to you in just one second, Diamond Cutter. Thank you for popping up. So I heard about the documentary that they were doing. I watched the David Beckham documentary last year, loved it. Think it really gives them like this down to earth, whatever. But with all this drama going on with one of their kids and the fighting and the ones not, whatever, I didn't think she would do a documentary on her own. So her documentary is more about her business of being a fashion designer and all of that. So it's fascinating. I'm going to bring, I haven't watched Married at First Sight. Still watching 90 Day Fiancé. Hey, girlfriend, how are you?
Oh, I'm so good, Sarah. I'm so good. It's just nice to, all is well. All is well.
Good.
Well, I've missed you so much. I can't tell you how many times cooking dinner. I was like, golly, I wish I had Sarah from Texas to listen to. So I'm so glad that you came back, and it's great to have the community back.
It is. Thank you. I wish I had the perspective that some of y'all had, that when the world gets dark is when we really need each other. I wish I would have been thinking more clearly in June and would have had that perspective. But
yeah, sometimes when it's so heavy, look, everybody's entitled to a break. And I think it was, I think you needed a break because you had a lot, like the previous year, you had a lot, there was a lot put on you and the whole Reddit and all that stuff. So you needed some time, you needed a break. And look, your kids were just getting out of school and then the tragedy happened. I'm so sorry about that. Oh, it was awful. And do you think that place will ever be the same?
I don't know. So Kerrville is way north from where we usually stay. We were in New Braunfels this past Labor Day, so they weren't affected at all. But it's the same river, the Guadalupe River. So it was very emotional, to say the least, to be floating in that river,
right?
Knowing the horrendous,
gosh, and it just, what a tragedy that was. What a tragedy. The stories that come out of that were just, oh my gosh, it was right up there with 9/11 for me. You know, it was just it's still difficult for me to even, I had several friends that their children went to that camp, and it's just, they went back to visit, and it was devastating on a level that, you know, it was just very emotional. So, well, I'll hop down. I just want to jump up and tell you how grateful I am. Glad that you're back, and I know all of us are in chat. So you take care, and we'll be here for you whenever you come. Whenever you're here, we're going to be here.
Oh my God, adore you so much. Thank you.
You too. All right, you guys have a good one.
Bye. Thank you. Bye. I don't know how to get her off. I never know how to do all this stuff. Remove, maybe that worked. Anyways, we have about 5 more minutes. If anyone wants to pop up, the link is in the comments. The link is also down here that's scrolling. Just copy and paste it into a, you know, search engine, whatever it's called. I don't know, the technology stuff. Anyways, but I've missed y'all so much. We will talk 90 Day Fiance soon. I am definitely watching, and I'm watching Salt Lake City, but I'm behind. Oh my God. All of a sudden there's like 6 episodes on my, maybe 5 on my recording. So many. I think the last one I watched, oh geez, let me see. I think the last one I watched was Mary and her son. And oh my gosh, I'm getting it mixed up from last year. I've definitely seen Mary and her son. Definitely saw that camp out bullshit. That was stupid. Don't know. I don't know. Salt Lake City doesn't get me all, you know, moist down there. OC, Beverly Hills, New York City, you know, but just the fact that New York City and New Jersey are on like hiatus and we don't know what's going on. Like, I'm losing momentum. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Cecile says, I'm loving Mary again on Salt Lake City. Me too. Thought she was really good on Watch What Happens Live recently. I haven't, no, but the fart thing, I haven't heard that yet. I don't think with Angie, but I did love on OC. Was it the week 1 of them in Amsterdam? And they asked Heather, do you fart in front of Terry? And Heather goes, oh, I don't do that. I don't fart. Oh God, I loved that. I loved that. Like, I do love me some Heather Dubrow. I really do. So I started Wife Swap. So the way Wife Swap recorded on my TV, it must be set up if you've always recorded Real Housewives of New Jersey. It came up as if a brand new Real Housewives of New Jersey was on. Well, that was the Melissa episode. So I watched about 5 or 10 minutes where Melissa was talking about how she grew up in a house that was kind of chaotic, and now she's got a clean and organized house, and she's there to cook dinner and her kids, and she's present and all these things. And then this family she goes to in Georgia, I think, that's like, oh, we just have fun. You know, maybe the shoes are all piled up, you know, whatever. And so it's going to be very different. And then I realized that was the second episode of Wife Swap. I had also set up to record Wife Swap, and the first episode is the Angie K. So I'm going to watch the Melissa one first, just because, but it was getting late last night. And with the time change, I don't know if I was tired. I don't know, but yeah. Don't Stop OC I finished OC or Salt Lake City. They are thrilling this year. Yeah. You should watch Married at First Sight. People have told me that. I don't know. Is that on Netflix? What is that on? Thank you, Meg. Thank you. I'm so happy I'm back too. I've truly missed each of you. I missed us. You know what I mean? I would never say never, but I don't think I would ever want to do a podcast where I wasn't live and I wasn't chatting with y'all. Like, that's so lame to me. Like, I don't have anything relevant to say. My thing is I want to have a conversation with y'all. You know what I mean? So anyways, yes, I'm definitely watching Happily Ever After of 90 Day Fiance. And then the other one, The Other Way, where they've gone to the other countries to live. So I'm definitely watching those. They're very good. Anyways, well, we are going to wrap things up. Thank you so much for joining me live. If you're listening as a replay, please make sure to like, make sure to comment. It all helps, and I would really appreciate it. It would make my little Chumpette heart happy. If you're listening as a podcast, anywhere at Sarah from Texas Podcast, hit the button that says follow the show, and then scroll down and find where it says write a 5-star rating and review. And please do that. That would help also. And I would really appreciate it. Make sure you're following me everywhere. I mostly post on Instagram because it's easier. And I think someone else is trying to get on. But then they're doing this. What does that mean? What does that mean? Let me see if someone wants to get on real quick. Oh, I think they're being gross. Are you being gross? I think they're being gross. Ooh, okay, I don't know how to take you off. Anyways, okay. I think somebody was being gross. Ooh, I got all red. Anyways, and I will always put on there what time and what day we're going to be up. And I make very fast decisions. So I don't know, but I will get to a place where we're more consistent with the day and time. And then I'll update my profile on all my social media that says reality water cooler this day, this time, multiple days, whatever, all of that stuff. Anyways, bye y'all. Have a fantastic day. And I'm so glad we're back. Truly. I missed y'all.